Hey guys, D.Bowie here, and these are the 6 things that I learned with Chuan'S Zeus. The first thing we're going to talk about is not using arc lightning to less hitting the lane all the time. Okay, so there's a lot of people that only play Zeus by bringing 1 or 2 clarities, maybe a random branch, and then they try to rush the bottom in the lane. This is heritage of a time where the top laners were heroes like Lina, Quap, Viper, Husker, usually heroes that could completely zone you out of experience range if they got the right block. So in these situations, getting a no talisman in order to get more damage to less hit was clearly risky and not worth it. Nowadays, most of the heroes I talked about are not that common, and you can get away with going no talisman, and you might be wondering, why would I not want to get a fast bottle? The item is great on Zeus, so I have some reasons here. The first one is that View of Discord is pretty much a core item on the hero, and you're going to get a new talisman anyway, so having it in the beginning of the game where the early stats matter more and when your item slots are not a problem is a plus. 2. By less hitting with your auto attacks, more than using arc lightning to less hit, you will have overall more mana, and that can be used to turn ganks around against the enemy, as well as have more mana to kill someone if a teammate comes to gank. And in this game they have a roaming Pudge and a nature's prophet and a Spectre, so that's actually pretty important. And the third thing is you get the addition of being able to deny creeps, because when you play that really far back Zeus, you don't get comfortable actually denying, because you probably are going to have a clarity up and you don't want the clarity to be cancelled. Okay, so let's see this in action. Sniper is a very weak laner early on, and differently from the heroes I highlighted, he can't zone a Zeus at level 1. And during the first creep wave, you can see that he's not only attacking, he uses arc lightning when he thinks he can't less hit, but by trying to auto attack, he maintains his mana pool higher than if he tried to less hit every creep with arc lightning. He actually gets 5 denies in the first 3 creep waves, which is actually pretty huge, and shows that he understands that Sniper is a weak enough hero to be able to play like that. Chuan gets ganked, and check how he doesn't spend arc lightning on the creep wave. With the exception of when he TPs, so the mana regen quickly heals it up. The Nature's Prophet and Pudge wanted to gank the Sniper, and by not less hitting with arc lightning, he gets the kill. Yes, the Pudge lands a beautiful hook, but in most games you would rather rely on your own ability more than your allies, and if the Pudge misses the hook, he had the mana to send another arc lightning. Check how even when hit by the shrapnel, he keeps less hitting. Check how he spent all his mana to get the triple kill. And yes, the Pudge is going to be the highlight again, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't get those 3 kills if Zeus had like 10% mana, because he was less hitting everything with arc lightning. And that was a conscious decision probably, to better adapt to the heavy gank lineup his team had.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
2. Using lightning bolt to scout. In this clip, Chuan just walked back into the base and thought that the map was too empty. Everyone from Radiant just got killed, so there's a chance they are trying to do something different, and he uses the lightning bolt on the lane to check if Riki or a ward was around. And to be honest, I didn't thought that the true sight range would be that big, and well, maybe Riki was looking at another part of the map, but it's enough for this beautiful once in a lifetime Pudge get the kill. Right after getting the kill, he goes on the ancient area and he sees that the Sniper is still around. A lot of people will either walk all the way around to actually click the lightning bolt on the Sniper, or they would have tried to use lightning bolt out of range and just move in the direction instead. That's actually pretty common. So he actually lands the spell on the edge of the cast range, and that's enough for the 150 search radius to find the Sniper. And believe me, this is harder than it seems, especially without aether lens. The vision provided by the lightning bolt actually gives Lion the opportunity to get the kill with the Finger of Death. Pretty good. In this other clip, they wrap around the Radiant Ancients and they find a kill on the Ogre, and right after getting the kill, he lightning bolts the area to see if there's a ward around. Most of the time you get solo pickoffs in supports walking around the map in the mid game is because they are either coming back from warding or going to ward, so that's a good try. In this other clip they are going after the Sven, trying to never give Radiant the space to farm, and they saw that he was running before even seeing them come. at least not with Sven's own vision, so he tries some spots to find a ward, but with no success. They end up fighting mid, and check how he lightning bolts the possible path of direction from Radiant, to be sure they can disengage safely, since it's nighttime and they have a Riki on the enemy team. This is one of those small things that it's just better to do it if you have the mana. The third thing we're going to talk about is taking care with invisible heroes. Well, a little bit before the Pudge ganks the sniper in the laning phase, check the path that Chuan used to bring the courier. A very unexpected path to deliver the bottle. When you're facing invisible heroes like Bounty Hunter and Riki, you should either try to send the courier through a very unusual path, or just go to your tier 2 or even tier 3 tower if you're playing Dire and are just a little bit more afraid than normal. He gets the bottle and check the minimap. The Riki was waiting for the courier to pass the standard path. The fourth thing we're going to talk about is don't stop pressuring and calm down. This is just about this game, okay? Don't do this all the time with Zeus. So in this game you might feel like Dire is stomping the Radiant team, and that's kinda true, but it's not the whole story. The thing with this game is that Dire has a lot of early game pickoff and burst damage, but they lack a lot of pushing power, and they are against a sniper with Bloodlust from the Ogre. A very hard combination to push against past 30 to 40 minutes, and well, a Sven that can cleave waves non-stop. So against these types of lineup, when you're already very weak on push, I know someone is going to say the Nature's Prophet is a good pusher, but past 30 minutes, Sniper or Sven can cleave his trends in 2 seconds, and that's why in this game I like the choice of Dire to keep pushing their advantage. After getting a kill on the Riki, instead of staying in the lane or going to base, he sees that his team got a kill on the Sven, and he TPs to that lane. Not only he dissuades the Riki to TP and annoy them while they push the tier 1 tower, but it also motivates the team to keep that spirity of actually just grabbing everything they can get. And check how slow they push. Against those big high ground defenders, the best choice to Chuan'S team is taking as much map control as possible now, so that Radiant's high ground defense takes more time to get huge. Right after a smoke gank on Sven, even though Chuan is not in the best of shapes and with low mana, he keeps pushing their advantage and they eventually kill a bunch of people. In this other clip, after 2 kills in the mid lane, he goes after the Sven, and he does something pretty curious and that would be worth a topic in the video actually. Check how he kills the Sven. Notice anything strange?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A lot of people, even me included, would have used the lightning bolt ASAP. I think what he expected to do here is to deal more damage with a lot of arc lighting procs because of his passive, since Sven is a strength hero and he has a lot of HP. I made some calculations and I don't think it was that effective compared to lightning bolt. But by using the arc lighting, he maintains a safe distance from the Sven, as well as he baits the Sven into him. If he just lightning bolted him as soon as he saw him, he would probably retreat, and by doing it like that they get the kill. And the last thing we're going to talk about is smoke crowds. Right after taking the tier 1 bottom, Chuan smokes with the Lion and they notice the medium camp empty. They foresee that this Sven is farming there since he didn't TP it bottom to farm, and check how they approach the gank. Instead of walking in a straight line where the smoke will break before they have vision of the Sven, they take the smarter route by walking all the way around. In this case, not only the Sven has to turn to stun them, but in this position the Zeus and Lion skills have more range and they snipe the Sven in an instant without him being able to react. If for instance this man had a high ground ward in that location, not only he would see the dire heroes before they would see him, but he would have time to run or even stun them and turn the fight around, since they would be super close to him. Well, this is it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more replay breakdowns, please check the link in the description. I can't overstate how this video would never be possible without the huge help from the Pugna guys, so please show them some love. And well, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to it. I'm making videos like this almost every day, and I'm sure something here will spark your interest. They're around. And with a double damage room, but he probably told the Tinker that and the bait is successful. After that, a lot of people would either retreat or keep farming with the camera centered around them, but he goes way past his hero, spots everyone TPing, and that allows him to help the Tinker ASAP. Even though the Tinker dies, they get a Huskar kill in the end. Don't try to ignore really aggressive games when you're not playing a hardcore farmer.